They told you the world got better, more technology, more comfort, more connection, everything faster, everything easier, everything improved. That's the story. That's what you've been hearing your entire life. But let me ask you something. If everything is better, why do you feel worse? Why is there more anxiety, more confusion, more emptiness in the most advanced time in human history? It doesn't make sense. You have access to everything, but clarity feels further away than ever. You're more connected than any generation before you, yet people feel more alone. You can reach anyone instantly, but meaningful connection feels rare. So what changed? Because something did. And it's not just the world around you, it's you. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you react. And the craziest part is, it didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly, quietly, without asking for your attention. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because when something changes, you don't notice it. You adapt to it. You normalize it. You start calling it life. But what if this isn't just progress? What if it's something else? Something more subtle, more controlled, more calculated? What if the same system that made things easier also made you weaker? Not physically, mentally, emotionally. What if comfort came with a cost and nobody told you what you were giving up in exchange? Because here's the truth, no one says out loud. Control doesn't look like control anymore. It doesn't feel like force. It doesn't come with resistance. It feels like choice. It feels like freedom. It feels like you're doing exactly what you want while slowly becoming exactly what was expected. And if that's true, then this isn't just progress. This is something else entirely. You think you're using technology, but look closer. It's using you. Not in an obvious way, not in a way that triggers resistance, in a way that feels normal. That's the key. You wake up and before your mind even has a chance to be still, you reach for your phone. No decision, no intention, just action, automatic. You scroll, you consume, you react, and you call that a routine. But that's not a routine, that's conditioning. Because every time you do that, you're training your brain. You're teaching it that silence is uncomfortable, that stillness is something to escape, that you need constant input just to feel okay. And over time, something shifts. Your attention span shrinks, your patience disappears, your ability to focus weakens. Not because you're lazy, but because your mind has been rewired for stimulation, fast, constant, effortless. And the more you feed that, the harder it becomes to sit with anything real. Deep work feels heavy. Conversations feel slow. Even your own thoughts start to feel boring. So you go back to the easiest source of stimulation available again and again and again. And here's where it gets serious, because attention is not just a habit. It's power. Whatever has your attention shapes your reality. It decides what you see, what you think about, what you believe. And if something else controls your attention, it doesn't need to control you directly. You'll do the rest yourself. That's the shift. That's the new system. No chains, no force, just dependency built slowly until you don't even question it anymore. Look around you, really look. Most people aren't living, they're performing, talking a certain way, dressing a certain way, chasing the same goals, reacting the same way to the same things. And it feels normal because everyone's doing it, but that's exactly the problem. When everyone looks the same, thinks the same, wants the same, that's not individuality, that's programming. Because identity today isn't built, it's absorbed. You don't sit down and decide who you are. You scroll and it gets decided for you, piece by piece. You see what gets attention and you adapt to it. You see what gets validated and you move toward it. You see what's successful and you start chasing it. Not because it's yours, but because it's visible. And the more you consume, the more it shapes you. Until one day you wake up and everything you like, everything you want, everything you believe feels real, but didn't come from you. That's the part no one questions, because it doesn't feel fake. It feels natural. That's how deep it goes. You're not forced into an identity, you're guided into one, subtly, repeatedly until it becomes you. And once that happens, you defend it, you protect it, you build your life around it without ever asking the most important question: is this actually me or just what I was exposed to the most? They taught you what success looks like: money, attention, status, visibility, numbers going up. That's the image, that's the target. And from the moment you start understanding the world, you're pointed in that direction. Make more, be seen, get ahead. And at first, it feels right. It feels motivating, like you're building something, like you're moving forwards. But there's a problem hidden inside that path, and you don't see it until you're already deep into it, because no one asks you why you want it. They just assume you should. So you chase it. You sacrifice time, energy, focus. You compare yourself constantly. You measure your worth through results, through validation, through how others react to you. And maybe you even start winning. Things improve. You get closer. You achieve what you once thought you needed. But then something strange happens. You don't feel what you expected to feel. There's no real fulfillment, no deep sense of alignment, just a temporary high followed by silence. And that silence is uncomfortable because it forces you to face something you've been avoiding, the possibility that you built your life around something that was never truly yours, that you followed a definition of success that was given to you, not chosen by you. And now you're there with results, but without meaning. And that's a different kind of emptiness, one that's harder to escape, because from the outside, it looks like you made it. No one is forcing you. That's why it works. There's no one telling you what to think, what to want, what to become, at least not directly. Instead, it's everywhere. In what you watch, in what you hear, in what gets repeated over and over again until it feels familiar. And once something feels familiar, it feels true. That's how influence works now, not through pressure, through exposure. You see the same ideas, the same standards, the same behaviors across different places, different platforms, different people, but the message is always aligned, subtle but consistent, and your brain picks up on it automatically, without effort. It starts adjusting, filtering, prioritizing, until what once felt strange now feels normal, and what once felt wrong now feels acceptable. That's the shift. That's the manipulation. Because when you can shape what feels normal, you don't need to control actions. People will act accordingly on their own. They'll defend it, promote it, repeat it, thinking it's their perspective, their opinion, their choice, but it's not fully theirs. It's influenced, designed, reinforced, and the most dangerous part is that it doesn't feel like manipulation. It feels like culture. They told you everyone has the same chance, that if you work hard enough, you'll make it, that success is available to anyone willing to go for it. And on the surface, that sounds fair, that sounds motivating, but it's incomplete because not everyone starts from the same place. Not everyone has the same environment, the same stability, the same mental clarity. Some people are building while dealing with things you can't see: pressure, chaos, distraction, survival. And that changes everything, because it's not just about effort, it's about what you're carrying while you're making that effort. And the system doesn't talk about that. It simplifies the story. It tells everyone the same thing. If you don't make it, it's on you. And that creates something dangerous. People start blaming themselves for outcomes that were never fully in their control. They feel behind. They feel not good enough. They feel like they failed, when in reality, they were playing a different game from the start. This isn't about removing responsibility. It's about seeing clearly. Because if you don't understand the real structure, you'll keep judging yourself through a distorted lens. And that distortion keeps you exactly where you are. Look at everything you've been exposed to: violence, lies, fake lives, constant stimulation every day, over and over again. And now ask yourself how much of it actually affects you anymore. Not much. That's the shift. Things that should shock you, don't. Things that should make you question, don't. Things that should wake you up, don't. Because you've seen it too many times. Your mind adapted, it had to. It built tolerance, just like anything else. And now nothing hits the same. Everything feels normal. And when everything feels normal, nothing feels serious. Nothing feels urgent. Nothing pushes you to react. And that's where it becomes dangerous, because a person who doesn't react doesn't resist. A person who doesn't resist doesn't change anything. They just exist inside whatever is given to them, quietly, comfortably, numb. And the system doesn't need you to agree with it. It just needs you to stop feeling enough to challenge it. That's the goal. Not control through force, control through numbness. Because once you stop reacting, you stop thinking. And once you stop thinking, everything else becomes easy to manage. And then something shifts. Not outside, inside you. You start noticing things you didn't notice before. Patterns, repetition, contradictions. Things that once felt normal now feel off. Conversations start to sound empty. Priorities start to look shallow. The things people chase don't hit the same way anymore. And you don't even know exactly when it happened, but you changed. Your perception changed. And with that, your environment starts to feel different too. Not because it changed, but because you're seeing it clearly now. And that creates distance. You feel it. In conversations that don't go deep, in moments that feel forced, in connections that don't align anymore. And it's confusing because you're surrounded by people, but you still feel alone. Not physically, mentally. Because you're processing things at a different level. You're questioning things others don't question. You're seeing layers others don't see. And that makes it hard to relate, hard to explain, hard to connect the same way you used to. But here's what you need to understand. That feeling isn't a mistake. It's a transition. You're not losing connection. You're losing alignment with things that were never truly yours. And yeah, it's uncomfortable because awareness doesn't come with comfort. It comes with clarity. And clarity separates. But that doesn't mean you're alone. It means you're seeing. And once you see, you can't go back to not seeing. Now, this is where most people stop. They see all of this and they turn it into an excuse. It's the system. It's manipulation. It's not my fault. And then they stay exactly where they are, stuck, watching, complaining, but nothing changes. And that's another trap, because awareness without action is useless. Yes, there is influence. Yes, there is pressure. Yes, things are designed to pull you in certain directions, but you still make choices every single day. What you consume, what you repeat, what you tolerate, what you ignore, what you build your life around, that's on you, and that's where your control is. Not in changing the whole system, but in changing how you operate inside it. Because the moment you become aware, you're no longer just reacting. You have a choice. And that choice is power. You can keep feeding the same patterns, or you can break them. You can keep following what's given, or you can start questioning it. You can keep escaping into distraction, or you can sit with discomfort long enough to understand yourself. That's not easy. It's slower, it's harder. It doesn't give you instant rewards, but it's real and it's yours. You're not fully controlled, but you are being influenced. And once you see that, you don't get to go back to being unconscious about it. Now it's on you. So no, this isn't just progress. It's something more complex, more deceptive. It's progress on the surface and control underneath. It's comfort mixed with dependency, connection mixed with isolation, opportunity mixed with distraction. And if you never question it, you'll spend your entire life inside it thinking it's normal, thinking this is just how things are. But now you've seen it. Maybe not all of it, but enough to start questioning, enough to feel that something doesn't fully align. And once that happens, something changes. You slow down, you observe more, you choose more carefully, not perfectly, but intentionally. You start taking your attention back, and that's where everything begins, because your attention is your life. Whatever you give it to grows, and whatever you take it away from fades. So if you've been giving it to noise, distraction, empty patterns, then of course you feel lost. Not because you are lost, but because your attention has been scattered, redirected, and things start to shift. slowly but real. This was never about stopping the system. It was about stopping the automatic version of you that lives inside it. The version that reacts without thinking, that consumes without questioning, that follows without choosing, that version isn't you. And the moment you realize that, you create distance. And in that distance, you find clarity. And in that clarity, you find direction. You're not behind. You're not broken. You've just been distracted. And the moment you take your attention back, you take your life back.